Hello, welcome back to Hassan Narrates. Today's story sounds impossible. Imagine walking through your town and seeing a woman dancing alone in the streets. At first, nobody pays attention, but then more people start dancing, then dozens, then hundreds. Some dance for days without stopping, some collapse from exhaustion, and some never recover. This is the strange true story of the dancing plague. Let's begin. The year was 1518. The place was a small town called Strasbourg. Today, this place is in France. But more than 500 years ago, life there was a very different. Most people were poor, food was often scarce, diseases was common. People worked hard just to survive. Nobody expected that one summer would bring one of the strangest events in history. One hot day in July, a woman named Frau Troffa stepped into the street. Without warning, she began to dance. At first, people thought she was celebrating something. Maybe she was happy, maybe she was joking, but the dancing did not stop. She danced for hours. Then she danced through the night. The next day, she was still dancing. People watched in confusion. Her feet became swollen. Her body was exhausted, yet she kept moving. A few days later, something even stranger happened. Other people started dancing too. Nobody invited them. Nobody taught them. They simply joined in. One person became 10, 10 became 50. Soon the town was filled with dancers. The streets became crowded. People spun around. They jumped. They moved until they could barely stand. Many looked terrified. Some cried while dancing. Others begged for help. Yet they could not seem to stop. The town leaders were desperate. They had never seen anything like it. Doctors were called. Religious leaders were called. Everyone wanted an answer, but nobody had one. Then the leaders made a decision. It turned out to be a terrible mistake. They believed the dancers needed to dance the sickness out of their bodies. So they hired musicians. They built wooden stages. They encouraged the dancing. Now the town had music everywhere. Drums echoed through the streets. Musicians played day and night. The leaders hoped the problem would disappear. Instead, it got worse, much worse. More people joined the dancers. The crowd grew larger. The street became chaotic. Some people danced until they collapsed. Others became dangerously weak. A few reportedly died from exhaustion, heart problems, or strokes. The town was frightened. No one knew who would start dancing next. Weeks passed. The mystery continued. Families locked their doors. Parents worried about their children. Neighbors watched each other nervously. The strange dancing seemed unstoppable. Finally, the town leaders changed their approach. Instead of encouraging dancing, they stopped the music. The dancers were taken away from the town. Religious ceremonies were held. Prayers were offered. Slowly, the number of dancers began to decrease. Eventually, the outbreak ended. But the mystery remained. Who caused it? Even today, historians are not completely sure. Some believe the people suffered from extreme stress. Life in the town was difficult. Many faced hunger, disease, and hardship. Perhaps their minds simply reached a breaking point. Others suggested a poisoned food. Some through a strange illness affected the community. Few believed people were influenced by powerful local beliefs and fears. But no theory explains everything. More than 500 years later, the dancing plague remains one of history's strangest mysteries. How could hundreds of people suddenly start dancing? Why couldn't they stop? And why has nobody found a clear answer? Perhaps the truth has been lost forever. Perhaps it is buried somewhere in forgotten records. Or perhaps some mysteries are simply too strange to solve. One thing is certain. In the summer of 1518, An ordinary town experienced something so bizarre that people are still talking about it today. A mystery of music, a mystery of movement, a mystery that history has never fully explained. Thank you for listening to today's story. What do you think the caused the dancing plague? Was it illness, stress, mass panic, or something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time, this is Hassan Narrates. Good night.